Onley's Tour de France breakthrough, Picnic PostNL's GC surprise. Embrace the unpredictable beauty of the Tour de France. Whatever happens, we've already had a great ride. As the 2025 Tour de France enters its second half, the race has already given us moments of sheer brilliance and unexpected twists. Amidst the breathtaking landscapes and grueling climbs, one thing is certain: this year's Tour has been a rollercoaster ride that no one could have predicted. Oscar Onley, the young Picnic PostNL cyclist, has emerged as a shining star, proving that anything can happen in the world of professional cycling. But here's where it gets controversial. Onley's meteoric rise to fourth place in the general classification, GC, has left many scratching their heads. How did a relatively unknown rider from a Dutch team manage to outpace seasoned veterans? The answer lies in a combination of grit, determination, and a bit of luck. It was another tough day, Onley reflects. The breakaway didn't happen until the Tourmalet, and then UAE set a strong pace all day. On the final climb, Adam Yates rode at a good pace. I hoped he could keep it up for as long as possible. When Jonas Vingegaard attacked, it was just full throttle to the finish. I did what I could. Onley's words encapsulate the essence of the Tour: perseverance in the face of adversity and a willingness to seize opportunities as they arise. However, this is just the beginning of his story. It's one more stage down and one more day closer to Paris, he continues, but it's still a long way to go and we still have some pretty tough climbs to cover in the Alps next week. I'm continuing to surprise myself. We didn't really come here with any big GC ambitions pre-race, and today was probably the biggest test of my long climbing abilities in my career so far. It's nice to be in fourth and gain some time on a few guys, but it's a long way to go and a lot can change next week. The journey of the Picnic PostNL team has been nothing short of inspiring. Coach Matt Winston is beaming with pride, not just for Onley's performance but for the entire team's efforts. Our sprint group did really well in the flatter start to keep an overview and things under control, and then when we hit the Tourmalet the peloton exploded. Frank and Warren rode really well today and could support Oscar all the way until the final climb, which was great. Then in the final it was all about Oscar trying to do his own race and giving everything he had to the finish, and it was great to see him hang on for sixth on the day, which sees us move up to fourth on GC. Winston's assessment of Onley's performance is both insightful and encouraging. So far Oscar's gone 100% in every stage, so his fatigue level can go up next week, which can and should be expected, and whatever happens going forward, we've had a really nice Tour de France. He is still riding only his second Tour de France, so we are still seeing him develop as a rider. And this is the part most people miss. The Tour de France isn't just about the winners, it's about the journey of growth and development for all the riders involved. For Picnic PostNL, the Tour is a testament to their commitment to nurturing young talent through their development program. Actually, with the 6 guys that have came from our development program into the Tour, it is all about keeping that progression going, now that they are at the highest level, Winston says proudly. With Oscar doing what he has done so far in the Tour, and with Pavel and Tobi performing in the sprints, you can really see that they are coming to that last level of their development at the top level of the sport. As the Tour de France continues, we're left to ponder, what does it mean to be a champion in this unpredictable world of professional cycling? Is it the ability to win races or the courage to keep pushing forward, even when the odds seem insurmountable? What do you think? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Oscar Onley shocks at Tour de France, 22-year-old Scot in podium fight. At just 22 years old, Oscar Onley is making waves at the Tour de France, currently in the fierce competition for a podium position. The Scottish rising star has captured attention as he stands 6th overall, having left some notable riders in his dust during the challenging ascent of the Hautacam. In a recent announcement, the Picnic PostNL team underscored their mission for the Tour by stating their intent to focus on achieving stage victories. However, fast forward to 12 days into this grueling race, and we find Onley sitting in a surprisingly strong 6th place overall. Following an impressive climb where he outpaced the renowned Remco Evenepoel from Soudal-Quick-Step, it's worth pondering, could Onley potentially vie for a spot on the overall podium? From the beginning, we committed to not recklessly giving up time. We aim to retain our standing, and, while we won't sacrifice time on purpose, if it happens, we'll still remain focused on winning stages as our primary goal, remarked team coach Matt Winston after the conclusion of Stage 12. Winston added that after the next time trial, a more thorough evaluation of their strategy would be in order. But what's next for Oscar Onley? With the stakes running high, this stage brings an intriguing blend of excitement and unpredictability. Is there a chance the young Scot could pull off the unexpected and clinch a podium finish? As we dive deeper into his journey, are we ready for a discussion about the possibilities and challenges lying ahead for young talents like Onley? What are your thoughts on his performance so far? Are you rooting for him to disrupt the standings? Let's hear your opinions. Oscar Onley's rise, 4th place at Tour de France 2025. Startlingly, Oscar Onley nearly shattered expectations at his very first full-on Tour de France general classification showdown in the Pyrenees. At just 22 years old, he managed to keep the time gaps to the pre-race favourites remarkably small, and he now sits a single place away from a provisional podium finish. On the punishing climbs of Superbagneries, Onley produced a blistering ride, crossing the line in 6th place, just 2 minutes and 9 seconds behind stage winner Thymen Orentsman of Ineos Grenadiers. That strong result, paired with the mid-race withdrawal of Remco Evenepoel from Soudal-Quick-Step on the Col du Tourmalet, has propelled Onley up to 4th overall. For those new to cycling, General Classification, or GC, refers to the overall ranking based on each rider's cumulative time across all stages. A provisional podium means you're holding 3rd place before the race concludes, an impressive feat for a debutant in such a grueling event. Get the Lead-Out newsletter. Subscribe for the latest race coverage, exclusive interviews, in-depth features, gear reviews, and pro buying advice delivered straight to your inbox. But here's where it gets controversial. Should we view Onley's rise as genuine proof he's a future Grand Tour contender, or was he simply the beneficiary of bad luck for a rival? And this is the part most people miss: maintaining this level of performance over 3 weeks is an entirely different battle. Do you believe Onley can sustain his climb through the Alps and into Paris, or will fatigue and pressure catch up with him? Share your thoughts and disagreements below.